Micromax made its long-awaited comeback in the Indian market in 2020 with two new affordable models. Now we have the third one with us. It's the simply named Micromax In 1. Now, can this made in India smartphone take on the likes of Xiaomi, Realme and Motorola? We'll find out in our full review. But today we're going to do an unboxing and share our first impressions. So stay tuned for that, it's coming right up. But before we begin, please do remember to subscribe to the Gadgets 360 channel and hit the bell icon so you know whenever we post a new video. So here's the box, and as you can see, there isn't much of a design to it. The main feature that's highlighted is the 128 GB of storage of this particular variant. So now it's time to peel off the plastic wrap. So right on top there's this little pamphlet here for an extended warranty protection plan, which you might be interested in. The phone itself comes next. You can see the color of the variant you've chosen right away. And it looks like there's yet another layer of protective plastic and this sticker, which is a little difficult to peel off, but seems like it is not going to leave any residue. There we go. So here's a look at the design of the Micromax In 1. Obviously you can see this X pattern on the rear that appears to shift around a little bit as you move this device under the light. It's definitely going to catch a lot of attention. We can see the slight gradient pattern on the rear as well. The fingerprint sensor appears to be relatively low and within reach. This is a dummy camera on the back, so you've actually got 3 rear cameras, which we'll talk about in detail in just a moment. And then here's what it looks like from the front. So we can turn that on and check out the rest of the box contents. So in this little folder, we have, of course, a SIM eject pin, a clear transparent case, an adhesive screen protector, which you'll have to put on yourself, and a small little user guide. Beyond that, there's the charger, which looks relatively compact, and the USB cable. So we see that there is a Type-C plug on this wire, which is good, and that is all there is to see in the box. So now it's time to check out this phone itself and run through a bit of the specifications. So the setup process was fairly quick and simple, and now we are on the Android home screen. As you can see, it looks of course like stock Android, and there's not a lot of customization visible. So we're running Android 10 out of the box. There's also not a barrage of ads and spam as soon as you get started, which is good to see. So let's check out what we have here. There's the power and volume buttons on the sides. We have nothing except an extra microphone on the top. The SIM tray here on the left, which we can just pop open right now. And we can see there's slots for 2 nano SIMs as well as a micro SD card. Over here there's an additional button, which of course calls up Google Assistant. And on the bottom of the device you have the Type-C port, a 3.5mm audio socket for a wired headset, and the primary speaker. So on the rear, as we've discussed, is the camera module and the fingerprint sensor. Let's talk about the cameras. Now this phone has 3 cameras on the rear. You'll see that this is just a dummy, not an actual lens like there are below it. What we have is a 48 megapixel primary camera, a 2 megapixel macro camera, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the front we have an 8 megapixel selfie camera, which is in a hole in the display itself, which the company says is preferable to having a notch, and is now pretty standard on even mid-range and affordable Android phones. So this display measures 6.6 inches and it has a full HD plus resolution. The phone has a 5000 milliamp hour battery. Micromax has chosen the MediaTek Helio G80 processor, and you can get this phone with 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage, or 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. So there we have it, the new Micromax In 1, which comes in at an interesting price point with stock Android. So let us know what you think of this phone so far in the comment section, and do stay tuned to Gadgets 360 for the full review coming up soon. Thanks for watching.